honored to have Jenny back. Jenny was with us back in April. She shared with our audience how the holistic application admission takes place in United States for the colleges here, and what are the main components that you should be considering and putting together when you are doing the college application. So it was very popular, very welcomed. So we decided to invite Jenny back today to take us deeper into specific areas such as course selections for high schoolers and extracurricular activities that you should be considering in taking during high schools. So when you get to the application stage, it is a much more holistic, much more coherent theme. So Jenny will be sharing all that expertise that she has developed over the years by working with hundreds of students in high school with us today.
As a college application consultant, many families approach to me because they feel like the whole high school planning and college application is quite overwhelming, and they feel that the process is kind of complicated. The reason that US college application seems to be complicated is because it is a holistic admission. It's not like how much your score is, then what kind of school you will get. So for the first level, okay, your platform means what kind of school you're in, which area you're in, and your family background. Do you have any hook? All those kind of things is where you stand, that we call it platform. Mostly platform level are determined already the minute that you enter into your high school. And the second level, we call it a threshold. That's whether your score meet that level of colleges. And the third level, we call it uniqueness. Once you pass the threshold, bear in mind, your score probably do not matter anymore. And colleges look at your academic honors, your extracurricular activities, your letter of recommendation, your essays, all those that. This is the third battle. Here I'm providing two students. They're all real examples, okay? And like I said, if you're setting your eyes on the most selective colleges, and the threshold level do not matter, because everybody has very, very good CPA, have a very, very good standardized tests, and almost everybody was competing in extracurricular activities and honors and college essays and a letter of recommendation. But the recommendation letter, is sometimes it's not completely in your control, right? You don't know, if you waive your right to view those letters, you do not know what the teacher going to write about you. So what do you have control is extracurricular activities and honors, and that's the area that you could differentiate yourself. And that's the area you need to pay attention. You need to plan early, because you can't wait until junior year and senior year to say, oh, I'm going to write my college essays. Oh my God, what I'm going to write about, extracurricular activity and honors, you needed to plan very, very early on. So these two students, the left side is, they're all from public high schools, and they're all outstanding students. They're all, the same gender. They're all girls. So left side is a student that is, I like both of them. They're both my students. And the left side is a student that has, is pretty extrovert. She's very extrovert, and she has a lot of leadership. As you can see, right? She's a president of student council. She's captain of her school's debate team, and she's a president of DACA, which is business competition, and she's a president of her school's National History Day. She's president of everything. At the beginning, I was so mad at her. I'm like, oh, how come that you're president of you? Why you have to be president of everything? And then she told me, she said, because my school does not have that kind. My school does not have National History Day competition. I had to start it from scratch, so I become the president. I'm like, oh, you are a go-getter. You're a go-getter. I like that. Okay, so, and then if you look at her honors, you wouldn't be too super impressed, because most of her honors is a state level, and it's very, very typical too, and it's not that difficult to get those honors. But her extracurricular activities are pretty outstanding to show her leadership. So this is the student A, and then we have a student B. Everybody is so different, right? This student B is a quiet girl. And if you look at her extracurricular activities, you wouldn't be too impressed about it. She is a board member of her school orchestra. She had done volunteer job for inner city schools tutoring. And then she had been in a pretty selective summer research program. Okay, that's her. But if you look at her honors, you would be wowed, because she is a 3 times Amy qualifier, and also she got into a math prize for girls contest MIT. That's the top 280 girls that are invited by MIT. And it's a national level recognition. And in addition to that, she's an international award winner for piano. And she's also, competed with more than 1,000 students and get selected to be all-state orchestra as a viola player. So her honors show that she is a student that been able to go deep. She's very smart. She's quiet. She's an introvert, but she is, able to go deep, and she can be a really, really outstanding scholar. She can be a researcher. She has a future to be a scientist, and she has a big heart.